What is up, everybody? Welcome to On Tap. My name is Kevin. I'm your host, and you can join me every Thursday for just enough, but not too much, of the good stuff. And before we go on, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel because you don't have anything better to do on Thursday afternoons. I know it. I checked your calendar. It's not creepy. Okay, it's a little creepy, but just go ahead and like and subscribe, and you can get more of this kind of good stuff. So, hey, we've got a special episode today, and I have a very special guest with me, and he's a good buddy of mine. I don't know if he's a good buddy. I don't even know if he's a buddy. He's a guy I know. And I'm gonna bring him on camera now, so come on here, Matt. We'll put the applause track on. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Good, welcome to On Tap.
Hey, thank you for having me.
I'm not gonna stay here. You don't need a babysitter. You're above the height to ride the ride.
I made it, Mom.
So you're good. What can I get you to drink, by the way?
Well, I'm gonna need something to kill time before my second beer, so how about a first?
Oh, we gotta do that
That
again.
was sick.
Like a good beer commercial. Ready? Am I off camera?
No, yes.
Okay, ready? Beer commercial. Wait, no. Beer commercial. That was clean. All right, hey, and as you know, who do we not want to feel left out on a weekly basis on this show?
Anybody.
Other than anybody, specifically. There's one just phenomenal, balanced, thoughtful entertainer that we just acknowledge every week. Who is that?
Welcome to Flavortown. It's Guy Fieri.
Diner, drivers, diner, driver's time. Damn, cut.
Oh, good old Guy Fieri. Don't we all love that guy? Yeah, we definitely do. If you didn't notice, Kevin's gone. He's no longer co-hosting with me. I am now hosting solo. Thank you, Kevin. But I'm only going to be here for the next 5 to 7 minutes, so don't click away. I think I got something you guys really want to hear. When I was told that I was going to host on this show and I watched a couple of the episodes, I just constantly kept thinking about the sitcom Cheers. If you're my age, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. It was one of the first sitcoms ever, and it's one of my favorite shows. I think it's incredibly written. There are some really phenomenal and really famous actors on it too, like Ted Danson and Woody Harrelson. But the most famous part about this show has to be the theme song. If you don't know the theme song, it goes a little bit like this. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. I think that's the greatest ad campaign for a bar ever. And it's not even for a bar, it's for a TV show. But I really think that it speaks a lot of truth. The one line that I really want to focus on is, wouldn't you like to get away? I feel like getting away is something that we as humans just naturally want to do sometimes. What do I mean? I was talking to my friend Gio. We'll call him Gio because, that's his name. We were talking to Gio, or I was, and he told me a story about when he was younger. He had an older brother who he loved to just aggravate. He would go and he said he would poke the bear. He'd make fun of him, he'd mess with him, he'd hit him, and then he could tell in an instant. His older brother would get this look on his face, and Gio knew if he was within 2 feet of his older brother when that face came on, he was gonna get beat up. So he decided that every time his brother made that face, it wouldn't stop him from aggravating his brother. He would just sprint away. So he'd run away. He'd run all throughout the house, through different rooms, dodging and weaving through furniture. And then he'd find his mom and he'd go and he'd hide behind his mom and he'd be like, he's trying to hurt me. But his mom would protect him. You see, whenever he got in trouble, he wanted to run somewhere. He wanted to get away. And he ran somewhere that would help him, his mom. I wish I was that smart. When I was younger, it was actually when I was 16, I just got my driver's license. I was driving my grandmother's old car, a 1997 Buick Century. It was gray. If we got a picture of it, that's what I drove in high school. I pulled a lot of girls with that car, trust me. When I was back home, whenever I would drive home, our parking lot, we had 2 parking spaces in front of our condo, and on both sides of it, there were 2 poles that were painted green. I don't know, they just wanted the aesthetic to be green, apparently. But on both of them, there were rain gutters. And one day I was driving home, and I turned left to turn into our parking spot, and I took a little bit too wide of a turn, and I ended up hitting the rain gutter in the pole. Car stops immediately, and I'm like, I hear the loud bang. I'm like, oh my goodness, what just happened? I realize what happened. I look around, nobody saw me. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Nobody saw anything. Nobody needs to know. So I back up, I pull into the spot and I go about my day. Nobody says a word. I forget about it. It took a couple days later until my dad took me outside. We were walking out there and he goes, "Hey, Matt, do you see this?" And I looked at the rain gutter outside our house and it was completely flat at the bottom, right where my car hit it. Completely flat. And I was like, no idea. I wonder what happened. You think somebody hit it? Like that's crazy. Like I have no idea what happened. You see, I wanted to get away. And I thought I did get away because he was like, "Oh, okay." And so we started walking towards the house. He goes, "Actually, hold up, let me show you this." He pulls me to the front right side of my car and he's like, "You see that?" And I look down at my car and on my front right bumper, there is green paint all over it that I took off the rain gutter. And it was done. I couldn't lie anymore. I couldn't get away. I was in trouble. You see, there's something natural about us humans who, whenever things get difficult or rough, or maybe we're just uncomfortable, we want to run. We want to get away. The issue is sometimes what we run to or where we try to get away to isn't actually helping. And so as Kevin says, this is my 12 ounces for today. What are you running to? Where are you trying to get away to? And is it something that's helping your situation? Or is it something that's simply numbing the pain and not actually getting rid of the situation that was there to begin with? Just something to think about. And I think that is worth thinking about. And there's a time to think deeply about that, but there's also a time to enjoy yourself and celebrate. And this weekend is one of those moments. This weekend is 4th of July weekend, and I hope you guys are able to enjoy it with friends and with family or with your church community. I hope you guys have a great time. Make sure to watch the fireworks and get your red, white, and blue on. Have a great weekend, everybody.